Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. It really is a sight to behold here, as Spotify...
He's got the heart for it, and you need that if you really want to improve.
Shapes to shoot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? De Jong. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He's had a hit! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Barcelona glad to have a one-goal lead at this point, but you have to say things could have been very different. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Yamal, Fermin. Yamal looking to add to his goal. There's the hit! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Casado. And he's had a hit! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Spotted. Yamal. He has found the way through. They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Yamal reflecting on a stellar performance, and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Yamal in acres of space now. Yamal! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Half an hour played now. And here's Ferran Torres. Can he put it away?
With this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rafinha. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? Yes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. Be the final act. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem.
And here's Ferran Torres. Yamal. Ferran Torres. And that's a superb pass. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
And wins back the ball. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Barcelona deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more, considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Barcelona. And again. Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Martinelli duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Arsenal take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Oh no, what has happened here? Chance! Goal! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
The defenders. Lewis Skelly. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Yamal! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Gabriel. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's got away. De Jong. De Jong! And more, and more, and more. And they're at it again in double quick time. After his goal. He's having a go. He's got the shot away! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Hits one! And this could be the final action of the first half. Tries to get it clear. And it's half-time here. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Barcelona have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Barcelona pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. Eye accuracy. That's at the end. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Yamal voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here.
Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries.
He's having a go! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, OK, it's gone in with the help of the crossbar, but that was merited due to the quality of the strike.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Real chance! Yes! And surely that settles it. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was banging.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Yamal gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up play.
And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Yamal. Chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping there. They've got to be quick to recover this. And here's Yamal. Nice control. They're urging. Yamal! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal. And the score is 1-0. again. They simply do not know what has hit them. Young. And here's Yamal. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending...
Not it. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rafinha! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's gone backward here. Yamal! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. And we're done. It's imposed themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Yamal, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were the